Not if, when. Let's talk about the brand new Netflix war thriller, A House of Dynamite. When a missile is headed to the United States, a race begins to see who is responsible and how should they respond. And with this film, it is pretty much broken up into three scenarios all happening at the same time. A certain amount of time will focus on one scenario, then it will focus on another, then it will focus on another. And that was very interesting, but with it doing that, I do think it probably could have been better. But the cast in this, it has a standout cast from Rebecca Ferguson, Idris Elba, Anthony Ramos, Jason Clarke, Moses Ingram, Willa Fitzgerald, and just a lot of familiar faces, whether it's big roles, small roles. The cast in this is outstanding. And with it exploring like each scenario, it is fascinating to just see the response because there are glimpses of responses from them in the other scenarios, but when it's the scenario focusing on them, it is great to see how they're reacting to everything. It was an interesting idea, but as it continues on, like the scenarios kind of get a little less interesting. Like after the first 30 minutes with scenario 1, that was the best one. That was pretty thrilling, but just after that, it wasn't as compelling. But I do think that it does very well showing the horrors of what will happen if a nuke is coming at the US and how that will be handled if it can even be stopped. While it is pretty much unknown how this film is showing off a situation like that if it were to happen, it did get the fear out there of that possibly happening. And with this film, it does have its thrilling moments, its suspense moments, that I do think it does great with that. But overall, with House of Dynamite, while I thought it was just okay, I did really like the first 30 minutes. It is pretty thrilling. And while the cast is a standout, I do think Rebecca Ferguson was the best part of the film. But have you seen A House of Dynamite? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.